सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Uddhava Gita, 18th chapter, page 288, verse 57. न केनचित् कापि कथञ्चनास्य द्वन्द्वोपरागः परतः परस्य यथाहमः संसृतिरूपिणः स्यात् एवं प्रबुद्धो न बिभेति भूतैः. A bhikshu is giving his last penultimate message. When a person wants to attain the highest truth, one has to develop the tolerance power, the titiksha, which is at the vyavaharika level, body-mind complex level. Mana, apamana, jaya, apajaya, sukha, dukkha are bound to be there at body-mind level, anatma level. No one can escape, no one can alter also. This is the law. At a relative level, that is called vyavaharika level, one has to undergo. At the same time, one can take the measures what are all to be taken without much resistance. Resistance towards honor and dishonor, resistance towards sukha, dukkha, resistance towards victory and failure, success and failure. Both are like coins, both sides of the same coin. You cannot avoid one without the other. So the raga, dvesha are bound to be there. They are called pair of opposites. Pair of opposites alone is called samsara. So first level of tolerance is at by prayer, getting strength, and with other methods at mental level one can practice through bhakti, one can manage. That is primary level of tolerance. But that is not the true tolerance. Real tolerance comes only when you uplift yourself, when you go beyond your anatma bhava. You raise yourself to the higher nature, to your higher nature. To your higher nature means to your own nature, that is Atma Swarupam. This Atma Swarupam is your own nature. Once you understand, you will not be affected by any amount of anatma afflictions, worldly afflictions. Kenachit kapi kathanchana. Kenachit, by anyone, kapi, anywhere, kathanchana, by any manner, at any time, Dvandva uparagaha na parataha parasya. Dvandva uparagaha, the pair of opposites. Sukha dukkha grahanam. Grahanam means here getting affliction by sukha dukkha. Dukkha only gives affliction. Why sukha? Why we are using sukha also? Punya also. They are all positive only. Why we have to use? We have to remember sukha is also a potential dukkha. Sukha is that which is giving happiness as it were, but because of which association I may get dukkha later. So every sukha is a potential sorrow. Every sukha is a potential sorrow, very, very difficult to believe, to trust also. Whether you trust or not, this is the truth. What is the truth? Every sukha, every pleasure is a potential sorrow. Sorrow is not there at that time, but it is a potential sorrow. What is it is as good as dukkha only. One day or other, the sukha will be converted into, manifest into dukkha only. This is the niyati. This is the order in the creation. But when a parataha parasya, when a person is understanding that I am that Atma who is beyond Maya, Karanam and Karya Prapancha Nama Rupa, Aksharat Paratah Parahan, which is beyond the relative world. I the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Parasya means of that Sakshi Chaitanyam. I the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Dvandva uparagaha na. Any uparaga, any affliction, any pair of opposites can function, can afflict only to the relative order of reality, that is a body-mind complex. I have to do neighborization with my own body-mind complex. Just as you look at your neighbors, whatever happens in the neighbor house, any problem, you will not be afflicted. Only it is in the neighbor's house. Similarly, here also, body-mind is your neighbor-like. You have to understand that body-mind complex is not my real nature. That is the meaning of the two lines. Kvapi, kenachit kvapi. Anywhere, at any time. Kenachit means by anything, at any time. Kvapi, anywhere. Kvapi means anywhere. Desha kala vastu aparichinnaha ityartha. Kathanchana, by any way. Na uparagaha, there is no affliction of dvandva, pair of opposites. Then what is the reason why they are not afflicting him, this person? Because yatha ahamaha samsruti rupinaha syad. Just as they happen in ahankara, they will not happen in aham atma, sakshi chaitanya. Afflictions can happen, pair of opposites can happen only in ahankara. Ahamaha means ahankara. What is that ahankara? Samsruti rupinaha ahankara. And ahankara, which is the cause for cycle of birth and death, fear, death fear, fear about future, insecurity, all these samsruti rupinaha ahamaha syat. All these pair of opposites will happen only in the ahankara, lower I, mithya I. That is not my real nature. Why I am feeling that I have pain, I have sorrow? Because you have stepped down to your ahankara. You have wound up that ahankara, lower I, mithya I, chidabhasa as yourself by mistake. Your misinterpretation about yourself. That is the cause, simple cause for your sorrow. As early as possible, you raise yourself from ahankara to aham, higher I, then problem is solved. There is no problem at all. Ahamaha, samsruti rupinaha ahamaha. The Atma, Ahankara, which is of the nature of samsara, Syat, it will happen in that only, not in Sakshi Chaitanya. Syat, then Evam. Syat, Devam you should not read, it is called Evam. And the Takara will go to the third line, Syat. Evam Prabuddhaha Bhutaihi na bhibheti. Evam, in this manner, whoever listened to Uddhava Gita, Naishkarmya Siddhi, Gita Bhashyam, Vichara Sagara, etc., etc., all Vedanta text, whoever study well, Prabuddha, the one who has diagnosed the problem. This is called diagnosing the problem. Without diagnosing the disease, doctor cannot give treatment. Treatment is after diagnosing the disease. So what is the samsara disease? Bhavaroga. Bhavaroga is that your mind alone is the cause for your problems. Your mind alone is the cause for your ananda. That is recognized by this wise person, Bhutaihi, referring to the Bhautika Prapancha, the world. Whatever happening in the world, Bhutaihi, na bibheti, is not afraid of. This Jnani, Bhikshu says, this Jnani, Atma Jnani, Prabuddha, the one who has woken up. Prabuddha literal meaning is what? The one who has woken up. Woken up to what? Woken up to his or her real nature. That is called Prabuddha. That Prabuddha, Jnani, na bibheti, not afraid of death, not afraid of insult, not afraid of failure, not afraid of any type of diseases happening in the body level. Turmoil happening in the mind, but standing apart as a Sakshi Chaitanyam and witness that what is happening in the mind, like a third person. Na bibheti katham kadachaneti, never afraid of anything. Referring to the Bhautika Prapancha, is not afraid of the world or body, mind also. Up to here we saw in the last class. This is said by Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also. Gatasu nagatasuncha nanusochanti panditaha. Whatever happened, whatever is going to happen, the person will not worry about them. Who are passed away and who are not passed away, who are going to pass away, about them wise person never worry. Verse number 58. Etam sa asthaya paratmanishtham madhyasita purvatamaih maharshibhim aham tarishyami dhuram taparam Tamo mukundangrinishevayeva. Now Bhikshu conclude his message. Almost 16 verses which are worth remembering, and this sloka is the concluding verse of Bhikshu. With this, Bhikshu Gitam will be over. This verse, Lord Krishna says that Bhikshu is giving his final message. Bhakti is very important. Saha, Bhikshu is telling now, Saha Jnani Prabuddha. Saha means that wise person who is mentioned as Prabuddha in the previous sloka, fourth line. Saha, what is he? He does etam atmanishtha, paratmanishtha. Saha purva tamaihi maharshibihi paratmanishtha asthaya. Asthaya paratmanishtha. This jnani is adhyasita paratmanishtham plus adhyasita. So the makara goes to the first line. So adhyasita means all problems are only superimposition employed by Maharshis. The method of teaching adhyasita means not superimposition here. Adhyasita means maharshibihi adhyasita. Adhyasita maharshibihi. Employed by Maharshis, time-tested wisdom. They taught this wisdom from ancient time. Purvatama means ancient, prachina. Purvatama, superlative degree. Prachina. Paratmanishtham asthaya. By remembering my higher nature. Paratmanishtha. By remembering that, having taken, asthaya means having taken that thought of my higher nature, entertaining that thought, I am the Sakshi Chaitanyam. This asthaya, having taken this higher nature thought, remembering that what is taught by, given by our ancient rishis, aham tarishyami saha etam, saha aham etam asthaya. Anvaya you have to do like this. Saha aham means such me. Such me means the one who has enlightened, who is enlightened, who is remembering his real nature. That me. Saha aham. Saha, who is that remembering the higher nature, remaining in the higher nature, such me aham. Etam paramatmanishtham. Etam asthaya paramatmanishtham. In this teaching, knowledge given by our rishis, Purvatama Maharshibhihi Adhyasita Etam Paramatmanishtham. I abide in my higher nature. This is given by my great rishis, ancient rishis. Aham tarishyami. I cross over this samsara, that which is not having an end. Which is not having an end. They are innumerable we cannot easily solve this samsara problem. Duranta param. You cannot solve easily. Duranta param, you cannot find its shore end very easily. Duranta param tamaha. Here tamaha sakarantaha napumsakalingaha. Tamas shabdaha. Dvitiya ekavachanam. Tamaha. Durantaparam tamaha. Tamaha, which is Durantaparam. Aham tarishyami. I will cross. Even though it is very difficult to cross, I will cross. How? Mukundhangri nisheva eva. Nishevaya eva, nisheva eva. Nishevaya, by resorting to Mukunda Angri, the feet of the Lord. Mukunda, the Lord Krishna. Nisheva means surrender. I surrender to that shore. I cross the shore. I cross the samsara and reach the shore with the help of what? With the Mukunda Angri, by surrendering at the Lord's feet. That which is unreachable. Duranta para means even though it is unreachable easily, I can reach that shore. And that means understanding my real nature through surrender, through bhakti. Moksha sadhana, moksha karana samagriyam bhaktireva gariyasi. So first bhakti, first level of bhakti, karma lakshana bhakti, upasana lakshana bhakti, then jnana lakshana bhakti, culmination. That I will attain. So that is the idea. So what is the final? Bhakti is very important. Surrender to the Lord. Have faith, total devotion in God. He will take care of you. Do your prayatna. Do your best, leave the rest to the Lord. So world dependence reduce. Depending upon putra, putri, griha and our possessions, port reduction you have to do, FIR reduction. He will be free from all sorts of, the frequency of disturbance is reduced, the intensity of anxiety, stress will be reduced, the recovery period is also reduced, means very fast he will recover. It's not like a clay ball, but like a rubber ball. Rubber ball you hit to the floor, it will come up immediately with the same force. If you hit the clay ball, it will be flat, it cannot come up. You want to be like a rubber ball or like a clay ball in your life. Sir, Bhagavan, depend upon Bhagavan. World dependence to God dependence. Then God dependence to independence. That is the highest climax. Okay. Now, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha, Lord Krishna concluding words which are also very important. And he is giving whole vision of this bhikshu, how he has attained this stage, by what. I will read the Shloka 59. Nirvidya nashta dravino gatam klamaham pravrajjagam paryatamanak itham Nirakruto sadbhivirapi-tvam dharmat swadharmat akampito muniraha gatha. Hey Uddhava, in this manner in this manner, as said by Bhikshu, Gatham means Gitam, Strilinga, Gatha. Gatha means from 43 verse onwards up to 58. Totally 16 slokas. Whatever said by the Bhikshu, the sannyasi, Gatha, Munihi aha. That Muni, that Bhikshu, in this manner, he said. What he said? Nirvidya, through Vairagyam, having suffered by the people, Nirakritaha asadbhirapi, he was neglected by, ignored by, rejected by, asadbhihi. He has given by so much of anxiety by those people. Nashtadravinaha, he lost his wealth and he was insulted very badly. Nirakritaha asadbhihi, by those evil-minded people in his village. All those things, paryatamanaha itham, gam pravrajya. Gam pravrajya, having renounced the world. Here village means not only village, he renounced the attachment with the entire world because of his experience. Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmano nirveda mayat. A nirveda word is used here as nirvidya. Having renounced, having suffered, got experience, he got vairagyam prapya ityarthaha. Labantam avyayam, nirvidya. Having suffered, he has got lot of vairagyam on this world. Nashtadravinaha, nirakritaha, asadbhirapi, swadharmat akampitaha. He did not lose his commitment towards values, all those dharmas to be followed, swadharmat. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha, he is not shaken. Akampitaha means he is not shaken. On the other hand, gataklamaha. Gataklamaha means klamaha means anxiety. Gataklamaha means it's the name of that bhikshu. The one who is, from whom the anxiety gone. Gataklamaha means a sannyasi bhikshu is one from whom the anxiety has gone, disappeared. Even though people have renounced him, neglected him. Paryatamanaha, and he left home and went to a guru. You have to supply all this. He left home and he left attachment with the world and he went to approach a guru and he studied all Vichara Sagara and Aishkarya Siddhi. You have to supply all Upanishads and he attained Jnanam. Free from this bondage, anxiety. He became free from bondage. Paryatamanaha itham, in this manner. Swadharmata kampitaha. This bhikshu munihi aha gadham amum. This teaching is given by this bhikshu. Titiksha is very, very important. The maintained, Titiksha is maintained by this bhikshu in spite of all trouble situations. So all these are adjective to some bhikshu. Nashtadravinaha, gataklamaha, then Nirakritaha, Asadbhihi, Paryatamanaha, all these are praising, glorifying this Bhikshu. Krishna is praising. Next verse. And the next two verses are also very, very important. Krishna's verdict, like his perception, his judgment finally. Krishna says his comments, we can say, comments on Bhikshu teaching. What are the comments? Sukha dukkha prado nanyaham purushasyaatma vibhramaham mitrodasina ripavaham samsarastamasah kritaham. Very important observation. What is that? Sukha dukkha. You have to take Purushasya. Purushasya, of that any person. Purushasya means any person. Sukha dukkha pradaha, the giver of sukha and dukkha, pleasure and pain. For any person, what is the real thing that which gives pleasure and pain? What is that, really speaking? What is that thing which gives pleasure and pain? Sukha dukkha pradaha purushasya vibhramaha na anyaha atma vibhramaha anyaha na. Atma vibhrama means here, atma means mind. Nothing else other than his confusion. Vibhramaha means confusion. Other than his confusion, nothing else is the cause for his sorrow. This is the diagnosis. Final diagnosis. Because of misinterpretation, division between people, countries, languages, lot of religious bias, all these differences from continental level, country level, state level, and city level, family level, there are lot of disturbances at the mind of the person. Vibhramaha, divisions are there in the mind of person. Na anyaha, no one is giving sukha and dukkha for him other than his confused mind. Confused mind is the cause. See, problem diagnosis verse, this also. This is Lord Krishna's diagnosis. Because of that vibhrama, misinterpretation about the world, misinterpretation about himself, mitra, udasina, udasina ripavaha. Because of his confusion, he categorized people around, my friends, mitra, some of people are my friends, he takes like that. Udasina, other are neither friends nor enemies, mediocre. Ripavaha, some of them are my enemies. Because of confusion or delusion, people look at other people, some people as their friends, some people as their enemies, some people are mixed, friends and enemies, both like. So three types of division a person does, labeling the world, colorization, labeling the people, the situations, incidents, it is like this, he is like that, she is like that, she is like this, like that, labeling, coloring or labeling, judging the divisions by different classifications. They does that. Mitra, division, udasina, ripavaha. Ripu means enemy. Samsara tamasaha kritaha. These are all done by samsara. Mitra udasina ripavaha samsara tamasaha kritaha, because of ignorance. Ignorance. Samsara tamas means ignorance. Because of that mind confusion, because of ignorance, nothing is the reason for that. No second reason other than his confusion. Because of ignorance, he has got delusion. Because of delusion, he looked at the world as friend. Some people are friends, some people are enemies. So, what you think that only appears in the world. Next verse. तस्मात् सर्वात्मना तात निगृहाण मनोधिया मध्यावेशितया युक्त एतावान् योग संग्रहः. So what is Uddhava? You have to understand. Uddhared atmanatmanam, Krishna said. So your raga, desha, your own kama, krodha are your shatrus. Nobody is shatrus for you. Your ignorance is the cause. Remove ignorance. Remove ignorance, problems are all dissolved. Not solved, but dissolved. Tasmat, therefore, since your mind alone is the cause, your ignorant mind alone is the cause for problems, therefore, what you have to do? Sarvatmana. He Tatan, Uddhava, he is addressing. Oh, my dear friend, Uddhava, Atmana Dhiya Manaha Nigrihana. Atmana Dhiya, through the intellect, by clear understanding, dropping the misinterpretations, dropping the confusion by getting knowledge. This is the solution. You have to dhiya manaha nigrihana. You control your mind, discipline your mind through what? Dhiya, by understanding. You discipline your mind. That's why Aryaha means action, meaning who inquires into the creator, not who inquires into the creation. Don't worry about the creation. Think more about the creator instead of thinking about creation. Why this world is like this? Why people are like this? Don't think too much about that. Better to think about who is the creator of this world. You arrive at Ishvara. Then who is this Ishvara? You start doing inquiry. Then you understand the Mahavakya, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam. Finished. Job is over. Why to grumble upon the universe? Why to grumble upon your own body? When it is comfortable, you are fine. When it is not comfortable, you are losing your balance. Why? That's why manaha nigrihana. May you have control over your mind. By what? Your buddhi, buddhim tu saradhim vidhi, manah pragraham evacha. Saradhi is the driver. He is having the steering. The steering is mind. Mind steering has to be controlled by this saradhi buddhi. Buddhim tu saradhim vidhi, manah pragraham evacha. Dhiya maya veshitaya yuktaha. How can you do this? How can you control your mind? How can you discipline your mind? You can do only by one thing, that is stop Stop your curiosity about others. Trim your curiosity about external world. Reduce your curiosity. Too much curious people about others. What is happening there? Thinking about maximum time we spend our time about thinking this person or that person or this thing or that thing. Maximum time 99% brain drain like it is. Start thinking about your thoughts, your mind, your nature, your how your life you are following towards others. Start here from here yourself. Mayaveshitaya, by commitment, yuktaha, with steadfastness. Mayaveshitaya means committed to me, surrendering to me the Ishvara. Mayaveshyamano emam nityayukta upasate. Surrender to God. God, give me the right way. Show me the right way. You are my supporter. I am depending upon you. This is at first level. Later you depend upon Atma. Atma dependence is self-dependence. Okay. Mind committed to. Maya Veshitaya. Your mind has to be committed with commitment, steadfastness, Aveshitaya, either to Sagunam Brahma or Nirgunam Brahma. First start with Sagunam Brahma, later come to Nirgunam Brahma Jnanam. Etavan Yoga Sangraha. This much is the mind. Sangraha means mind reorientation. Etavan, this much alone is the mind reorientation. This is called spirituality. Mind reorientation means that misinterpreting mind to be replaced by right interpreting mind. Misinterpreting mind about oneself, about God, about the world. All this you have to start right interpretation, go beyond interpretation. That is the idea. Reorientation of the mind is spirituality. Etavan Yoga Sangraha. This is called Yoga Sangraha, real Yoga Sangraha. Last verse. Yayetam bhikshuna gitam brahmanishtham samahitah dharayan shrawayan shrunvan dvandvairnaiva vibhuyate. What is the consequence finally? Once you, this is called Phalashruti. Phalashruti means benefit of this teaching given by Bhikshu. What is that benefit? Krishna says, Yaha etam, whoever listen to this Bhikshuna Gitam, the Bhikshu, the song, Gita means not song, message, teaching, understands, samahitaha, brahmanishtham samahitaha, whoever remain, atmaneva atmana tushtaha, brahmanishtaha, sthiraprajnaha, gunatitaha, parabhaktaha, you can say. Brahmanishtham samahitaha means established in that Brahman which is his or her own nature, with Shraddha. Samahitaha means with Shraddha. Shraddha is supposed to be there in the person. And then what he has to do with that Shraddha, Brahmanishtha, Samahitaha, means he remains in his real nature, abide in his real nature, Dharayan, Shravayan, Shrunvan. Dvandvaihi Naiva Abhipuyate. He never overwhelmed by pair of opposites. Pair of opposites are bound to come, but he is not disturbed. They come the top surface level, they go, but he is not drowned in them. Abhibhuya na abhibhuyate, naiva abhibhuyate. He will never be disturbed by understanding this. What he can do, Shrunvan, after hearing this teaching, whoever hear this teaching, Dharayan, whoever, Dharayan means whoever remember this teaching, hearing, listening, registering, and reproducing. Shravayan, who can share this teaching. Whoever listen and whoever remember and whoever share, that person never disturbed by any anatma afflictions. Anatma hai hi nahi. Where is the question of affliction? There is no any affliction for him. Na abhibhuyate. He overcomes all pair of opposites. This is the teaching of Uddhava, teaching of Lord Krishna to Uddhava as Bhikshu's teaching. So Bhikshu teaching is given by Lord Krishna to Uddhava. Bhikshu has given the message to the entire world, the people. And Lord Krishna comments are what finally he said, your mind alone is the cause. Your misinterpreting mind, ignorant mind misinterpret. This misinterpretation is the cause for your sukha dukkha. Therefore, don't misinterpret. Then what? You have to control your mind through your buddhi. How you can do? Surrender to me. I will help you. Have bhakti towards Ishvara. This much commitment is there, you can be free from all problems. Therefore, whoever understand this, listen this and understand this and share this, that person is not disturbed by anything. See, that's such a great teaching given by Bhagavan. What is our job now? I have to live according to this teaching. I have to live according to this teaching. Listening is not just for listening. Listening is to bring transformation in one's life. I hear whenever students come and meet me who are attending my classes, they say, there is a lot of change in my thinking, Swamini. Now I am very happy. I am enjoying my life. That is what Guru wants. That is the benefit of teaching. You are all enjoying that. So this is to be shared with others also. Whatever you are getting benefit, if any person is available, you can to your family members also, if possible, not forcefully. If anybody is available, you can share. Remember, at least remember living in the teaching all the time. You are all doing that, I know, and you further continue that, abiding in your nature, not afflicted by the worldly afflictions. Why they are coming? Anatma, bound to come. You cannot avoid. So, continue your life peacefully, happily. There is no samsara at all. There is no bhaya, there is no insecurity, there is no unhappiness, there is no any sort of disturbance in the life. This is the purpose of Bhikshu Gitam, wonderful teaching. With this, I conclude this 18th chapter. So yaha karta saha bhokta bhavati. Whatever your lifestyle, your thinking is, that is you experience. So this teaching is very helpful for every human being. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.